This fruit skyrockets hormonal imbalance overnight. Stop eating it now. Are you tired of feeling like a stranger in your own body, caught in a confusing and frustrating war with your own hormones? Tired of the unpredictable cycles, the weight that clings on no matter how little you eat or how much you exercise, the thinning hair on your head while unwanted hair appears elsewhere, and the deep, soul-crushing fatigue that makes even the simplest tasks feel monumental. This feeling of being betrayed by your own body, of your hormones having a mind of their own, is a heavy burden to carry. A silent struggle that can leave you feeling isolated and hopeless. But what if I told you there is good news? A profound and gentle path to harmony that doesn't involve punishing diets or a cabinet full of supplements. What if the key to calming the storm within you lies not in modern medicine's frantic search for a cure, but in the ancient, timeless wisdom of those who mastered the art of inner balance, the Buddhist monks? The right understanding of your body and your relationship with what nourishes it can quiet the hormonal chaos, restore your natural rhythms, and soothe the inflammation that lies at the heart of your symptoms. In today's video, we will unveil the surprising truth about a common fruit that could be secretly disrupting your hormones. But more importantly, we will journey much deeper than that. We will explore the timeless principles from the heart of Buddhist wisdom that can guide you back to a place of profound balance, helping you to finally reclaim control over your body and find a lasting, unshakable peace with polycystic ovary syndrome. So stick around, because you don't want to miss these life-changing insights. The answer isn't just about what you stop eating, but about a transformative understanding of yourself that could reshape your relationship with food, your body, and your entire life forever. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and let our community know where you are on your journey. And feel free to ask any questions that arise in your heart. We are all here to support one another. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Sacred Women's Health, where we believe in healing the whole person, not just the symptoms. First, let's delve into why this feeling of imbalance has taken such a deep and painful root in our modern lives, and how we can begin to gently untangle it. To understand the path toward healing, we must first sit with the problem, not as an enemy, but as a messenger. Polycystic ovary syndrome is not a personal failing or a punishment. It is not your fault. It is a state of disharmony, a profound imbalance in the body's natural energy and flow, often triggered and amplified by the world we live in. Our modern lives are filled with a constant low-grade hum of stress, an invisible pressure that floods our bodies with the hormone cortisol. This isn't the kind of stress our ancestors faced: a brief, intense threat from a predator, but a relentless, chronic stress from deadlines, financial worries, and the never-ending stream of digital information. This constant state of high alert tells your body it's in perpetual danger, disrupting the delicate dance of your reproductive hormones and wreaking havoc on your insulin levels, pushing your system further into that state of imbalance. You are not weak for feeling this way. Your body is simply responding to an environment it was not designed for. And you are so far from being alone in this experience. There are millions, tens of millions, of women all over the world walking a similar path, each feeling that same confusion and frustration, each asking the same question: why is my body doing this? They too have tried the restrictive diets that promised everything and delivered only misery. They too have been told to just lose weight, as if it were a simple choice, a matter of willpower, by people who could never comprehend the powerful hormonal forces they are up against. This shared journey, this collective experience of struggle, creates a bond between us, a silent understanding. This channel, this space, is meant to be a sanctuary for that understanding, a place of emotional safety and profound accolliment, a refuge from the judgment and confusion of the outside world. Here, we can let go of the blame and the shame, and instead cultivate a deep and abiding compassion for ourselves and for our bodies. which are trying so hard to find balance in a chaotic world. It is only from this place of gentleness and self-acceptance that we can truly begin to listen to our bodies and offer them the nourishment and peace they are, crying out for, preparing ourselves not for a battle, but for a beautiful and gentle homecoming. Now, let's talk about the fruit mentioned in the title, the one that can seem so innocent, yet might be contributing to the hormonal storm within. The fruit I am speaking of isn't one specific type, like an apple or a banana, but rather a metaphor for any fruit or any food that we consume mindlessly, driven by intense craving and emotional hunger. For the sake of our discussion, let's picture something sweet and easily consumed in large quantities, like grapes or a ripe mango. Think about how easy it is to eat an entire bunch of grapes while watching television, or to blend a large, sweet mango into a smoothie that you drink in minutes. The fruit itself, in its whole and natural form, is a gift from the earth. But our relationship with it, in this modern context, has become distorted. The true problem is what we can call the fruit of mindlessness, when we consume these high-sugar foods quickly and without awareness, especially in processed forms like juices or dried snacks, where the sugar is highly concentrated and the fiber is stripped away. We send a massive shockwave through our system. This flood of sugar forces our pancreas to work overtime, pumping out large amounts of insulin to manage it. For a woman with polycystic ovary syndrome, whose cells are often already resistant to insulin's message, this is like shouting at someone who can't hear you. The body's response is to shout louder, producing even more insulin. This excess insulin is a key culprit in polycystic ovary syndrome. It signals the ovaries to produce more androgens like testosterone, which drives so many of the most distressing symptoms, from acne to hair loss. This entire biological cascade is a perfect reflection of the Buddhist concept of tanha, or craving. The suffering is not inherent in the grape or the mango itself. The suffering arises from the uncontrolled, grasping desire for that burst of sweetness, a desire that is often rooted in stress, sadness, or a need for comfort. But can a simple piece of fruit really be the enemy? Can just paying attention to how you eat it truly make a difference in this overwhelming condition? The answer is a resounding yes, but perhaps not in the way you think. The fruit itself is not the villain. Our unconscious, habitual relationship with it is. The ancient masters of the mind understood a profound truth that modern wellness culture often misses. True and lasting healing comes not from rigid restriction and demonizing foods, but from cultivating a deep, moment-to-moment awareness. The practical application of this wisdom is the practice of mindful eating. It is the first, most essential step. The next time you reach for something sweet, pause. Take a single grape. Before you eat it, look at it. Notice its color, the delicate skin, the way the light reflects off its surface. Feel its weight in your paw. Then, place it in your mouth, but don't chew immediately. Roll it on your tongue. What are the sensations? Finally, bite into it slowly. Experience the burst of sweetness, the texture, the juice. As you do this, ask your body a gentle question. Is this what you truly need right now? Does this truly nourish me? By doing this, you transform a mindless act of craving into a sacred act of self-care. You may find that one or two mindfully eaten grapes are more satisfying than a whole bowl eaten unconsciously. You begin to distinguish between the body's true need for nourishment and the mind's restless desire for a temporary distraction or a fleeting pleasure. This practice doesn't just change what you eat. It changes your entire neurochemistry, calming the stress response and allowing your body to find its way back to a state of equilibrium. But simply eating with awareness, as powerful as it is just the first gate on this path. What we choose to put on our plate, informed by this newfound mindfulness and wisdom, is where the most profound physical transformation begins to take shape. The monks held a secret to this, a simple yet powerful way of eating that was designed to calm the body's fires and promote a state of serene health. And it is far more accessible and gentle than you could ever imagine. Before we continue, may I ask you something personal? How many times have you felt utterly alone, completely adrift in a sea of confusion, without any real understanding of what is happening inside your own body, as if no one around you, not even doctors sometimes, could truly comprehend the depth of your struggle? I know how deeply that loneliness can ache, and I want you to hear this. Truly hear this. You are not alone in this fight. The isolation is part of the suffering, but it doesn't have to be your reality. If this feeling resonates with you, if you have ever felt that painful sense of being misunderstood on your journey, I invite you to leave a comment below saying, "I understand this struggle." Write exactly those words. Your message, your declaration, will become a beacon of hope for another woman who is scrolling through these comments right now, feeling just as you have felt. Your words can give her the strength to keep going, the comfort of knowing that she is part of a community, a sisterhood of women who truly see and understand her. Your voice matters more than you know. The next layer of this ancient wisdom moves beyond the how of eating and into the what. It is the principle of the monk's bowl, a beautiful and practical embodiment of the Buddhist concept of the middle way, or Majjhima Patipada. This isn't about following a strict, punishing diet, but about avoiding the extremes that so many of us with polycystic ovary syndrome are pushed towards. We are told to cut out all carbs, or to eat only protein, or to follow some other rigid set of rules that leaves us feeling deprived and disconnected from the simple joy of nourishment. The middle way offers a gentler, more sustainable path. In many monastic traditions, monks eat one main meal a day from a single bowl, which contains a balanced assortment of foods. This isn't just for simplicity. It is a profound teaching in itself. The bowl represents the body, and the food within it represents the nourishment we need for harmony. A balanced bowl creates a balanced body and a balanced mind. The hormonal benefits of this approach are exactly what a body with polycystic ovary syndrome is craving. By combining the essential macronutrients in every meal, we create a symphony of stability, including a source of clean protein, like lentils, chickpeas, or a small portion of fish, helps to build and repair tissues and keeps you feeling full and satisfied, which quiets the relentless cravings. Adding healthy fats, such as avocado, olive oil, nuts, and seeds, is crucial for hormone production and helps to fight inflammation, a key underlying factor in polycystic ovary syndrome. Incorporating high-fiber carbohydrates from sources like quinoa, brown rice, and a wide variety of vegetables, especially leafy greens and colorful root vegetables, ensures a slow and steady release of energy, preventing the dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes that fuel the hormonal chaos. This combination is the key. It stabilizes your blood sugar, which in turn helps to lower insulin levels, reduce androgen production, and support your body's natural rhythms. Does this mean you have to give up your favorite foods forever and eat from a literal monk's bowl for the rest of your life? Of course not. The wisdom is not in the bowl itself, but in the principle of combination and balance it represents. It's about understanding that every time you eat, you have an opportunity to create harmony on your plate and within your body. Think of your plate as a beautiful, nourishing mandala, a sacred circle where each element supports and enhances the others. Instead of a plate of plain pasta, which will spike your blood sugar, imagine that pasta as a base, to which you add grilled chicken for protein, a generous drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and some olives for healthy fats, and a large handful of sautéed spinach and cherry tomatoes for fiber and micronutrients. The meal is transformed from a hormonal trigger into a healing elixir. You can apply this principle to any meal. Your breakfast oatmeal can be balanced with a scoop of protein powder, a spoonful of almond butter, and a sprinkle of chia seeds. Your lunch salad becomes a powerhouse with the addition of chickpeas, sunflower seeds, and an olive oil-based dressing. This approach shifts the focus from restriction to abundance, from what you can't eat to the beautiful and delicious variety of nourishing foods you can add to create balance. If you're finding this gentle, holistic approach to food refreshing and hopeful, if it feels like a breath of fresh air compared to the harsh diet rules you've heard before, please take a moment to press the like button. Your support tells us that we are on the right track with this message, and it helps other women who are desperately searching for a kinder way to heal find this information. Creating this beautiful balance on your plate is a powerful and tangible act of self-compassion and care. But there is an invisible force, a silent storm that can rage within and undo all of this good work, a disturbance that can throw your hormones into chaos, regardless of how perfectly you eat. The ancient monks knew that taming this inner storm was even more fundamental to health and peace than what was in their humble bowl. This invisible force, this silent architect of hormonal chaos, is the unmanaged stress of our daily lives. In the language of Buddhist wisdom, it is often called the monkey mind, that restless, anxious, chattering part of our consciousness that leaps from one worry to the next, from past regrets to future fears, ever finding a moment of peace. In the language of modern science, this state of being translates to chronically elevated levels of the stress hormone, cortisol. For a woman with polycystic ovary syndrome, cortisol is not a friend. It acts like a powerful disruptor, pouring fuel on the fire of hormonal imbalance. It directly worsens insulin resistance, making it even harder for your cells to hear insulin's message and contributing to that stubborn weight gain, especially around the belly. It can interfere with the signals from your brain to your ovaries, disrupting or even preventing ovulation and leading to irregular cycles. It fuels inflammation, and it depletes the very resources your body needs to produce its calming, balancing hormones. You can eat the most perfectly balanced monk's bowl in the world, but if your inner world is a raging storm of stress and anxiety, your body will remain in a state of emergency, and healing will be incredibly difficult. This is where the deepest wisdom of the monks offers us the most profound medicine, the practice of stillness. They understood that to heal the body, you must first calm the mind. The most powerful tool for this is the simple, yet transformative, practice of meditation and mindfulness of breath, known as anapanasati. Modern science is now catching up to this ancient knowledge, with numerous studies confirming that regular meditation practices can significantly lower cortisol levels, reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and even help regulate menstrual cycles in women with polycystic ovary syndrome. It is a scientifically validated path to hormonal harmony. But right now, you might be thinking, how can I possibly find the time or energy to meditate? My life is already so full, so overwhelming, and my fatigue is so profound. How can I add one more thing to my impossibly long to-do list? This is a completely valid question, and the wisdom of the masters provides a gentle answer. Stillness is not another task to be checked off. It is not something that requires an hour of sitting on a cushion in perfect silence. Stillness is a state of being that you can cultivate in the small, in-between moments of your day. It is a sanctuary you can build within yourself, one conscious breath at a time. The practice can be this simple. Wherever you are, right now, just pause. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Bring your awareness to your breath. Don't try to change it. Just notice it. Notice the sensation of the air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. Your mind will wander. That is what minds do. The practice is not to fight the thoughts or to empty your mind. The practice is to simply and gently, without judgment, notice that your mind has wandered, and then lovingly guide your attention back to the breath. You can do this for 1 minute while you wait for the kettle to boil, or while you're sitting in your car before you walk into the office, or right before you eat a meal. A simple, calming breathing technique is to inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath softly for a count of 4, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. This longer exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode, sending a powerful signal of safety, and calm throughout your entire being. This is not about adding another burden. It is about discovering a source of infinite peace and resilience that already exists within you. Combining the awareness of mindful eating, the balance of the monk's bowl, and the deep peace of inner stillness creates a powerful, synergistic effect. It is a holistic path that addresses the root causes of the imbalance, not just the symptoms. As you begin to walk this path, something truly magical begins to happen. You start to realize that healing polycystic ovary syndrome is not about waging a war against your body. It is not about fighting your symptoms or hating your reflection in the mirror. It is about finally, gently, and lovingly coming home to yourself. If you made it this far, it means you are searching for answers, relief, and hope. It means you are ready to look beyond the surface and explore a deeper, more compassionate path to wellness. This channel was created exactly for that, to be a guiding light for you on this journey, to help you understand your body, not as a battlefield, but as a sacred vessel, to regain a sense of control and to find gentle, sustainable solutions that actually work because they honor the whole you. You are not alone here. I want you to feel that in your bones. We are building a safe space, a true sanctuary where women like you, who are tired of the fight and ready for peace, can find support, community, and real, heartfelt information that makes a profound difference. This is not just about managing a syndrome. It is about reclaiming your vitality, your joy, and your connection to your own inner wisdom. If this is the kind of guidance you've been looking for, the kind of community you've been longing for, subscribe now and turn on the notifications. Every video we create is another step on this shared path, another piece of the puzzle, another loving reminder that you have the power to heal. Every video is a step toward a healthier, more balanced, and happier you.